So you got to be don't be of slow to heart to believe all that is written in the scriptures. Whatever God say, you're supposed to believe it. Okay? Everybody understand that? And you ain't got time. Well, that's going to come in time, and time. Who told you had some time? You be begging the bill collector for more time, Who told you had more time to believe it? The time is when you got the truth. But I want to stay all focused, but the Spirit want to talk about that. Everybody understand that? Whoever don't agree with everything that's written in the scriptures, those words are waiting on you. I promise you. Guaranteed, because they're the words of God. You have to believe everything that is written in the scriptures. Everybody understand that? Okay, read on.
Verse 26.
Come on.
Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not.
Read it one more time.
Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not.
Now, I say this to a lot of people because people don't understand God. They think some people read about the Lord and think that God is mean. They think he's a hateful God, And why I got to fear God? Why I got to always be threatened? That don't look like love to me. But that's not, you don't understand the God. If you talk like that, you don't understand the God that we serve. The God that we serve is a loving God. How are you not going to be a loving God when his name is created love? God is love. But he also is our Father. He's our Father. He's Daddy. Everybody understand that? He ain't no laid back pops. Let you run amok and then be sitting up there saying, leave that boy alone. That's not the type of father he is. He's a stern father. He's very strict. The type of father he is my way or the highway. But the highway, he call it, the highway is hell way. Is my way or is the way to hell? That's the type of father he is. There's no compromising with him when it comes to him telling you what you're supposed to be doing as your father. There's no sitting down and talking with you about that. You the child, and he's the father. He's the creator. So his position is you're going to do what I tell you to do as your father. Why? Because he loves you. Because he loves you, and he realized that if he allow you to do what you want to do, you're going to hell anyway. Okay? Everybody understand that? Whoever seen children just do what they want, try to do what they want to do? Come on, everybody should raise their hand. Whoever seen children try to do what they want to do? They want to play with the stove. You see hell waiting on them, they're going to be toasty children. You sitting up there digging they slick. They're going to be toasty in a minute. Because you love them, you would, especially if they, got so slick that you didn't see them and they up there, lighting the pilot, they're going to catch it. Because you want them to know, you want them to understand that, they doing something by not listening to you. What they did can kill them and hurt them severely. Everybody understand what I'm saying? So it ain't that you don't love them. It ain't that you mean. It ain't that you any less loving. It's the fact that you see the path that they headed on and you can't play with them when they headed on a path like that. That's how our Father is. He's called God the Father. He don't play. He's very strict. This is what he's going to tell people that's wicked when he come back. You knew what type of father I am. I'm very strict. You know when I say this is what I want, that's what I want. You know what type of father I am? Let me give you an example, he said. I take what I didn't work for. That's what type of guy I am. And you got some people who are going to look at God, try to accuse him and call him wicked. How you going to take what you ain't work for? Because everything is his. Don't it make sense? He'll come, show up, and say, I have need of that scarf. You better take it off. It's my scarf, Lord. How you going to do this? You coveting, thou shalt not covet. During his life in the flesh, what did he say? He said, you're going to go down this way and go up that way, and you're going to see a donkey. You're going to see an ass. It's going to be tied to a damn post. Just go and knock on the door and say, the master have need of this. Take it. So we see he ain't just saying something. He actually did it. He needed something, and he sent the apostles to take it. And you see, it was no argument. They came back with the ass that no man never rode on. There was nobody arguing on it. He said, Master, I needed this. The master needed it. No problem. Take it. But he's a stern father. This is what some of us forget. You got to do what he tell you to do. If he catch you doing something he didn't tell you to do, if he catch you doing something against what he told you to do, you going to catch hell. Okay, there's no other way around that. But some people convince themselves, well, I won't understand my situation. No, your situation going to be in hell when he show up. It ain't going to be no understanding about nothing. Read that one more time.
Verse 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not. Come on. And gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchanges. Y'all therefore have to put my money. Read it one more time. My mind was somewhere else. Read it again. Verse 26. Come on. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant. Come on. Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not. Okay, right. Thou wicked and slothful servant. You knew about me. Because I'm going to make sure there's going to be somebody on earth that tell you. In case you didn't act like you didn't know. You're going to know about me. I'm stern. And you know that I'm stern. Read that one more time. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant. Who is a wicked and slothful servant? Somebody that's not doing what God told them to do the way God told them to do it. Don't lie to yourself and make yourself believe that this is talking about somebody else. If you are doing something you're not supposed to be doing, this is talking about you. Change that before Christ has to come back and say it to you. Read on. Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not. I take what I want. That's what type of guy I am, okay? If you don't think you like that, let me give you another situation, okay? The land of Ham, the Hamites. They was there and running around stink in the land of Ham. Just living at peace. The Lord said, you know what? I want y'all to take that land over there. Take it. Children of Israel came in there and said, we want this land. Now, what Ham had to say? The Lord said, when you come into the land, you're going to see 7 nations. He ain't say, we got a problem here. There's 7 nations. I don't know how I'm going to tell them that they got to go. He told the Israelites, listen, that's my land. Okay, so when you go through the wilderness, there's going to be, and you come into the land, there's going to be 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. That's the land I gave you for a possession. Y'all figure it out from there. Israelites figured it out real quick. They got to go. Everybody understand that? Whatever nation don't understand that, they're just going to have a horrible problem in darkness. Because they're going to get out. Do everybody understand that? Everybody got that? Give me what Christ said, all the earth is mine. So now, if this is how God deals with the planet Earth, he'll let people inhabit and occupy land till he's ready for it to be used for something else, then tell them to leave. Then what makes you think that he deals with his nation any different? If he tell you something, what makes you think that he don't expect you to do exactly what it is that he told you he expect to be done? What makes you think that God done changed and he going to compromise with you and negotiate something with you? The only reason together that Christ said that he going to do with you is, have you decided to be righteous yet after all these beatings I done gave you? That's what he called reasoning. Reasoning ain't, okay, all right, listen, you be 50% righteous and I'll 50% judge. That's not the reasoning he's talking about. The reasoning is, did you learn your lesson here? You want some more beatings? That's the only negotiations nah, Lord, well, I've learned my lesson. Some people say, nah, Lord, give me some more beatings. But he expects you to do everything he told you to do. And if you're not doing it, you are in trouble. You in some serious, you don't know how much trouble you in. Some people want to play with the Lord. You have, again, that's why we have our history. You have no idea. You have no idea, especially when you make them upset. That's the last thing you want to see. And that last day of judgment, that final decision, the scripture says everything going to be trying to hide, including rocks. Going to try to hide themselves from the face of the Lamb. And you want to be on his bad side? You want to make him upset? You part of the reason why he's so angry? And you just convincing yourself that you're going to get off. Read on. And gather where I have not strawed.
And did what?
And gather where I have not strawed.
Yeah, people would put something together and gather it nice, and the Lord will come and take it. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 50. Psalms chapter 50. And start at verse 9. Psalms chapter 50, verse 9. Read that.
I will take no bullock out of thy house.
Read on.
Nor he-goats out of thy fold.
Come on.
For every beast of the forest is mine.
Yeah, the Lord said that everything belongs to him. Yeah, if he needs something, he'll just take it from wherever he get it from. But he don't need to come in your house and take it. He can just take it from the forest because it's all his. But if he wanted to go in your house, he'd take it too. Read on.
And the cattle upon 1,000 hills.
Upon as many hills as you can find, whatever cattle you find on them hills, guess who it belongs to? Read on.
I know all the fowls of the mountain.
Yeah, all the birds that's in the mountain. God said he do what? He know them. Read on.
And the wild beasts of the field
Read on.
are mine.
Are what?
Are mine.
Read on.
If I were hungry, I would not tell thee.
Read it one more time.
If I were hungry, I would not tell thee.
Read on.
For the world.
Read it one more time.
For the world.
Read it again.
For the world.
Read it one more time.
For the world.
Read it again.
For the world.
Come on.
Is mine.
What?
Is mine.
The world is mine, is what God is saying. Everybody understand that? The world is mine. So whatever I want to do on this planet Earth, I'll do because it belongs to me. Read on.
And the fullness thereof.
Okay, now go back to what you was reading in Matthew chapter 25. Matthew chapter 25, verse 26.
His Lord answered and said unto him,
Come on.
Thou wicked and slothful servant.
Come on.
Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not.
Come on.
And gather where I have not strawed.
Okay, again, why would you be called a wicked servant? You ain't doing what the Lord said to do. The Lord said to deal with the Sabbath day. How did the Lord tell you to deal with the Sabbath day? The Sabbath day from Friday to sundown to Saturday to sundown. The scripture says from sundown unto sundown. Is that how it reads? Is that how it reads? From evening. It says from evening unto evening shall you celebrate your Sabbaths. Which means that from the time the evening come in Friday, you're supposed to be celebrating the Sabbath until the time the evening go out Saturday. You're supposed to be celebrating the Sabbath. You're supposed to be doing everything that the Lord said that you're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath. If you're not, and if you're caught doing otherwise, then this is what's going to be said to you. This, and again, people don't realize that's how serious it is. Especially with the Sabbath day, like I was talking about yesterday. That's how serious it is. When you go to Isaiah 58, get Isaiah 58. And I'm going to say this to you. How many ever seen people with stern parents or stern fathers? How was those children? Thank you. That's the proper answer. How was those children? Usually people with strict parents have righteous children. Them big kids that know not to, but they know not to do nothing because they know what they're going to get. They be in line. So why do we got a stern father? Because we're supposed to be in line. We're supposed to be righteous, in check. We're supposed to be saying, not me. I know what's going to happen to me if I do that. Nah, hell no. That's how we're supposed to be talking. Do what? Nah, not me. I don't do that. I wasn't raised that way. I can't do that. I can't even think about doing that. Because I know it's going to happen to me if I do that. That's when you're taking the Lord seriously. Okay?